Hi guys, my name is Yash. I'm a ECBA certified business analyst, and today we'll be continuing with our 45th question of a BA interview series. So let's begin. What if the interviewer asks, which tools have you used for requirements management? I'll answer. As a business analyst, I use different tools for documenting, tracking, and managing requirements throughout the project lifecycle. I primarily use Jira for managing user stories, backlog tracking, sprint planning, and monitoring requirement progress in Agile projects. For detailed requirement documentation and collaboration, I use Confluence to maintain BRDs, FRDs, meeting notes, business rules, and requirements discussion in a centralized and structured manner. I also use tools like Excel for requirements tracking and RTM management, and platforms like SharePoint or shared repositories for version controls and stakeholder approvals. These tools ensure proper traceability, change management, collaboration, and visibility across business and technical teams. In my CraftCart project, I use Jira style backlog management for user stories and prioritization, Confluence style documentation for BRD and FRD preparation, and maintain structured tracking for requirements and process changes throughout the project lifecycle. Overall, the goal of requirements management tool is to ensure that requirements are properly documented, traceable, version controlled, and aligned across all stakeholders. So you get it, right? So as a business analyst, I use different tools for documenting requirements, tracking changes, managing backlog, and maintaining traceability throughout the project lifecycle. So I primarily use Jira for managing user stories, backlog training, sprint planning, task management, and monitoring requirements progress in Agile projects. It helps the team track development status and priorities efficiently. I use Confluence for BRD and FRD documentation, meeting notes, business rules, requirements discussion, and centralized project knowledge sharing. It basically helps maintain structured and collaborative documentation. And I use Excel for RTM preparation, requirements tracking, prioritization, defect tracking, and quick analysis. Excel is especially useful for maintaining traceability and validation sheets. Then I use SharePoint or Share Repository for version control, document approvals, stakeholder access, and maintaining project documentation securely. Then I use process and visualization tools for process analysis and requirements visualization. So I use Draw.io, Lucidchart, Miro, and BPMN tools to create process flows, workflows, wireframes, and requirements diagram. So why these tools are very important? These tools help ensure proper traceability, collaboration, version control, and transparency, and smooth communication between business and technical teams. In my CraftCart project, I used Jira style backlog management for user stories and prioritization. I've used Confluence style documentation for BRD and FRD preparation. I have used Excel for RTM tracking and analysis. I use Draw.io and Miro for BPMN diagrams and process mapping. This helped maintain structured requirement management throughout the project lifecycle. So requirement management tool helps ensure requirements are properly documented, traceable, version controlled, and aligned across all stakeholders. So as you can see, as a business analyst, I use different tools for documenting like Jira, Confluence, and other Excel plus other tools which are very important for BPMN diagrams like Miro, Draw.io, SharePoint, for version control. So I think I've just covered all the points here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you learned something from it.